Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion from Monday, February 7th, 2022. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. And before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It does help the channel out quite a bit. And also, if you're interested in more in-depth details on this forecast, definitely check out the Premium Consulting membership. Because, hey, if you want more information, that's where you want to go. Now, let's talk about this setup for this morning, as we have temperatures ranging from the lower 20s over the Catskills to the mid-30s along the coast, even a few lower 40s down here in southern New Jersey. Actually, we're pushing into the mid-40s in some spots. So we clearly have a frontal boundary lifting through the region, and we have periods of showers and some sleet, freezing rain, a little bit of snow. A nice wintry mix. Now, the overall theme here is that these temperatures will continue to rise above freezing, but until about 10 a.m. or so, we're going to be dealing with the threat for some very light freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Now, the key here is that you don't need much in the way of freezing rain to cause problems, so definitely use some caution when traveling, especially if you're around, say, Trenton, up towards New York City, northwest New Jersey, portions of northeastern Pennsylvania, Hudson River Valley. On the radar, you can see the bulk of the precipitation is focused along the coast, but we have a little bit trying to push a little bit further west as the stationary boundary tries to drift towards the coast. With this precipitation, again, watch out for slick conditions. This lifts through, and by late morning hours, we dry out. Then we get a bit of a break. And then in the late afternoon, we have this precipitation now be moving through just in time for the evening rush hour. This will be all rain for the region, but definitely watch out for some slick spots, especially over northern Connecticut and portions of the central Hudson River Valley, as temperatures will still be pretty close to freezing in a few spots as temperatures fall. So that is one of the concerns. You can see that area of precipitation kind of hanging around with low clouds along the region, and on the infrared satellite picture you can see this is not a strong storm here. It's just bad timing, to be frank. You have a trough approaching from the west, driving warm air in from both the Atlantic and also the Tennessee River Valley, and you got this little weak wave that's starting to develop here, and that will be lifting through. So let's talk about this forecast, because we got a couple of interesting little tidbits to cover. So for today, the wintry mix will change over to rain. Temperatures will be rising into the upper 30s over the interior, mid-40s along the coast. That will continue into the early afternoon. We get a bit of a break, and in the evening, once again, we get more rainfall lifting through the region with this wave of low pressure. Again, everyone's going to be above freezing for most of this, so as a result, we're just pretty much looking for rain. But as the low pressure system exits and a cold front follows close behind, our temperatures will quickly fall by tomorrow morning into the upper teens over the far northern interior to the mid-30s along the coast. By that time, the precipitation will be gone, but you're definitely going to feel a much colder shift in our air mass by tomorrow morning. For tomorrow afternoon, look for a scattered cloud cover with temperatures rebounding into the lower 30s over the interior and mid-40s along the coast. On Wednesday, a weak trough passes through with the threat for an isolated shower. Other than that, scattered cloud cover. Look for lows in the upper teens over the interior, mid-20s along the coast, high temperatures in the lower to mid-40s. On Thursday, another weak trough moves through with, again, a threat for an isolated shower, but for the most part, we're looking at scattered cloud cover. Look for lows in the upper 20s over the interior to the mid-30s along the coast, high temperatures in the upper 30s over the interior to the lower 50s along the coast. On Friday, high pressure will be in control with clear skies to scattered cloud cover. Look for lows in the lower 20s over the interior, upper 20s along the coast, and high temperatures in the lower 40s over the interior to the mid to upper 40s along the coast, especially in the Delaware River Valley. On Saturday, a weak cold front will move through with scattered cloud cover. Again, can't rule out an isolated shower. Look for low temperatures in the mid-30s over the interior, lower 40s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower 40s over the interior and lower 50s along the coast. And then things get a little bit interesting. On Sunday, we have high pressure building in. It's going to be much colder with lows in the single digits over the interior to the lower 20s along the coast. High temperatures only in the upper teens over the interior to the mid-20s along the coast. Now, here's where things get interesting on Monday. Now, this looks pretty bad, right? Looks like a snowstorm. First of all, I'm showing you this because I know it's floating around all over social media. This is only if everything works out perfectly. And most guidance does not support this. So right now, we'd probably put the storm out here, and what you would end up with is scattered snow showers. But I wanted to show you this because this is already floating around social media. Just understand that the only way you get this solution is if everything in the pattern works out to allow this to happen, which is very difficult to do with this type of pattern. So more likely than not, you're just dealing with a few scattered snow showers, and that's about it. With temperatures on Monday in the single digits below zero over the interior to the mid-teens along the coast, and high temperatures in the mid-teens over the interior to the mid-20s along the coast. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.